So, it's early in the morning, I'm 30 minutes late, and the world decided that today is the day that the toilet is getting fucking clogged. And so that is quite unfortunate. Literally a shitty situation. So basically the thing is that university, also known as Clown World, is fully JesterMaxxing and decided to put 6 hours of mandatory lectures back to back for me. So in other words, the entire day will be wasted sitting in some fucking bullshit lecture, listening to some dude yap about some shit that in no way impacts my life or adds value to it. And so the only option that I have is to go to the gym before the lectures, because otherwise I can't go. And so I'm gonna show you what I'm taking with me and what we're gonna fucking have to carry the entire day. So in the backpack, we're gonna throw in the laptop and the charger. Because, I don't know, the fucking teacher might want us to use that shit. So I kinda have to have it with me, even though this is just extra weight that I don't wanna carry around. But, we got something nice as well. An energy drink. Without it, I might press the off button. Because I'm having a pretty bad day overall. I mean, soon we are 40 minutes late. We also got the meal prep, so that I got some food with me. Because 6 hours and 0 food doesn't really sound like a fucking locked in gym bro. But that's gonna be for the backpack. Then, as I'm also making a video, I of course have to take all the camera gear with me, plus the tripod that's pretty big, that you're standing on. The camera that is recording me, that is your point of view. Well, you're intelligent, you understand, I have to take the tripod with me as well. So basically here is all that I have to carry for like the next 8 hours. And so now, I just gotta somehow fucking fix the toilet. And after I've done that, I'm gonna go to the gym. Because you know what? Being super fucking late to lectures and shit, I don't give a fuck. I have lost all care for the JesterMaxx world of university. I just can't be fucking bothered. Like this morning overall, like basically everything has gone wrong that you can think can go wrong. Which just makes me not give a fuck. Like it just turns me into like a completely, what's the word? It is like apathy. So I'm completely apathic towards everything right now, and I just could not care less, because fuck university, fuck everyone there, fuck all this fucking bullshit, fuck everyone, just fuck and fuck. So, after fighting with the toilet, finally made it to the gym. But we're about 45 minutes behind my plan, which means that we have to make up time. And the only way that I can figure out to make up that time back is to triple superset. We're gonna superset the shoulders, the biceps and the triceps. And hopefully we won't be too late for the lectures, because I mean, in a way, if you think about it, like how mandatory can a mandatory lecture even be? Like, if you don't go, then you don't go. Like, what they gonna do? Kick me out of university? All right, I'm fine with that. But yeah, so let's hit the fucking supersets and hopefully make it to lectures at least not 30 minutes late. So that's first superset done, 5 more to go. I mean, this is a bit fucking jested, I must say. Not the most optimal, but it is what it is. And then on to the next superset. So that was probably the fastest workout of my life, and we might actually make it to the lecture in time, because that only took like 15 minutes or some shit. But now, mandatory posing, much more mandatory than any lecture. So let's get it. Okay, so now I gotta rush to the lecture. No time to shower. No shower maxing. We are pheromone maxing. Pheromone mugging the entire room. Straight from gym to lecture. But let's go. Cool fit, brother. This is how man should be walking out there. Fucking carrying entire fucking wardrobe. Okay, I lied. I'm like 10 minutes late. Freezer. But yeah, that's 1 out of 3 lectures done. It was not very fun. And that was a rhyme. You owe me a dime. Well, I came here because I have like a few minutes to chill before the next one. And basically the last lecture was like, so here's what the course is about. Very important. But that was like about 20 minutes, and after that it was the one teacher yapping about like, oh, in the fucking 90s I took my first fucking coding program course and I coded in Pascal, and in the fucking 90s coding was fucking real, bro. Nowadays people use fucking Python instead of fucking C++ and fucking basic boomer yap. And then I'm just like, bro, I'm using my time for this? Not very fun. But we got the freezer on the energy drink. Let's go. Hopefully this will get me through the next 2 lectures. Bro, there's like 20 minutes till this shit is gonna fill up with students and a real lecture. I mean, this is a real lecture right now, because I'm gonna give you the first actually useful lecture of university. How to get fucking big ass biceps. And so, first step. It's empty. Just have good genetics, bro. But if you don't have the good genetics, let me find a fucking marker. So if you don't have the good genetics, what you do, you train. And if you train hard, you have the upward arrow, growth. And so when you want the big bicep, this is the normal arm, 90-degree angle. Not good. You want the big arm with the big bicep. This is the important part. Let's circle it so everyone sees. This is what you want. This is a good life. This here, small arm, no bicep. That's what we call subhuman. So don't be this, be this. And to get there, genetics. Oh, and train hard, do this. Is there enough arrows yet? I think you might not understand the concept yet, so you know, you need to do this and this. What do you mean you don't understand the university lecture? I mean, this is how every professor teaches. Bro, this is exactly how you teach shit. Brother, if you don't understand the concept of the lecture, you just need to study harder. So, as it seems that was a bit too difficult of a concept for your motherfuckers. And so the first concept, big bicep equals good life. Science says. And so the next concept that we're going to look at during this lecture is how to have a fun life. You see, studies have shown that if you do what we call Jester and you max that shit out, you might have some fun. And so what we want to do is be a jester, because that equals fun. And fun is what you wanna have. And so you have to max it. And after you max out the jester, you do them both ways, then you also max out the fun. So you understand the concept. Just JesterMaxx, bro. Now let me fucking quickly move all this shit before somebody comes in here. Because that'd be quite fucking embarrassing, brother. We are literally JesterMaxxing in real life, so let's fucking hide the evidence. Man's just fucking left early because holy shit, what a waste of time that shit is. Just yapping about like the most obvious shit. Oh, this course, you know, it's about doing the fucking bachelor thing, bruv. And it's gonna include this and that, and I can't be bothered. So I just left early and I'm gonna skip the last lecture. So I'm just gonna head home. Because fuck this uni thing, bro. I ain't gonna do none of this no more. Full-time jester. JesterMaxxing for a living, brothers. In hindsight, why didn't I realize this earlier? You just don't have to go. I mean, shit. If I don't go to the lecture, what's gonna happen? Ain't nobody gonna knock on my door and force me there. And so basically, me being angry in the morning due to me, you know, being late and having to go to the lectures and shit, and probably waking up the neighbors by swearing a bit, it was quite stupid, I must admit. Quite the jester move. Because in reality you just don't have to care. You know, that's a life lesson. In this clown world, the only thing you can do is enjoy the show. You know, if you wanna fit in, you gotta put on the paint, the red nose, gotta be a bit of a jester. And so yeah, I'm a bit of a fucking jester for leaving the lecture early and not going to the last one. But I would also be a bit of a jester if I, you know, stayed there and wasted like another 3 hours sitting bored. And so I think this was the better choice. Because if you think about it, My next activity that I'm going to do is plan a date for tomorrow. Yeah, I know. Disregard. If you think about it, that's actually the least Jester thing that you can do. Because it's quite simple Darwinism. Reproduction is like the most important thing according to evolution, and so if I want to use my time to, further my reproduction, that's much more important and productive than any lecture ever could be. And so in reality, it would be quite a Jester of me if I didn't plan the date and I was in the lecture instead. And so actually I'm not a Jester at all. I promise. I'm not JesterMaxxing. Except maybe a tiny bit. But yeah, I guess the point of this video is that you should never take things too seriously. Because everything is just a clown show. Literally. University is a clown show. All of it is just Jester. I'm a fucking clown show. This video is just Jester. And basically the life lesson here, kids, is that don't take anything seriously, because nothing ever was serious. It was all a big joke from God. God just said, lol, let's just fucking clog the toilet. Jokes. Let's just watch this guy get super angry and annoyed. And then enjoy it. Jokes. And so if you think that you should take life seriously, you're wrong. Because you might think that this world that we exist in is somehow the real world. But it is simply a circus to entertain the people above. Now that's deep. And so on that note, as always, stay disciplined. Chase your dreams. Have a bit of jestering fun along the way. And have a fantastic day.